And even though a person might have the emunah kinyon of misurim l'gzeres habayir yisbarach, that of course I know everything is in Yad Hashem and Hashem does everything. Whatever Hashem chooses for me is definitely the best thing for me. And here is where the Baal Chovas Halevovas is going to start to weave in how we understand, on the one hand, what we discussed in the previous episode, the clarity that anything relevant to the person's body, anything relevant to the Gufa Adam, whether it's the clothing and the food and the housing and so forth, is purely biyad Hashem and exera of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and it's also purely l'toivas ha'adam, both in Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. At the same time, the Chovas Halevovas is going to explain to us that there is an obligation to try and do ishtadlis to get those things. Which we will call purely hishtadlis. And of course, as he discussed already, not just to pick any random hishtadlis off the book, but find something that seems to fit his tchunas hanefesh, and to believe and to believe that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will give him everything that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was already geyser is the best for him, and through the ishtadlis, or even not through the ishtadlis, Hashem will provide him exactly what he was already geyser. So again, showing that on the one hand we know that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is geyser every detail, and it's purely l'toivas ha'adam, both in Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba, and at the same time a person has an obligation to do ishtadlis, and not just any ishtadlis, but an ishtadlis that fits his tchunas hanefesh. And of course, there's an Abarbanel that says that the first of the Aseres Adibros is Anochi Hashem Elokecha Asher Tzisicha Me'eretz Mitzrayim. And the Abarbanel asks, why is that the definition of who HaKadosh Baruch Hu is? Why is that the defining term that HaKadosh Baruch Hu uses in the first of Aseres Adibros to describe Emunah? So the Abarbanel says that if a person looks back at Mitzrayim, of course, while we were in Mitzrayim, you would ask someone, is it good that you're in Mitzrayim? A person without Bitachon would say, no, it's terrible, Shibud Mitzrayim. But years later, when we look back, of course, we know that that was the defining moment of Klal Yisrael. That's when Klal Yisrael became a nation. That's when Klal Yisrael learned how to be Avodim and future of the Hashem. So, of course, we know that Mitzrayim was amazing for Klal Yisrael. And this same idea says that our Barbanel is what a person has to know from Anochi Hashem Elokecha. No matter where a person finds himself in life, no matter the mates are, no matter the personal Mitzrayim that a person finds himself in, to remember that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one that is geyser every detail in our life, and every detail is purely l'toivaseinu, both in Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba. And when we remember that, and at the same time remember that we have a chiyuv ishtadlis to do something that fits our tchunas hanefesh, to better ourselves and better the world, then we complete both using the tools of Bitachon and using the tools of Ishtadlis in regard to this Chelek Rishon of things that are relevant purely to our own guf and our own life. Have a wonderful day.